Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Aeisly and I'm Torres from BSIT3A, and today I'm gonna explain or show you how to download VirtualBox and Ubuntu Server. Sorry po sa microphone ko, my voice is very mahina kapag hindi po ganito yung position. So, here we are in the website on how to download the VirtualBox. We just have to search for this website, which is the virtualbox.org. And next, we have to click Windows Host. And when you click that, it will automatically download. Like here, since I've already downloaded before, so I'm just gonna cancel it and just click the downloaded one. So after you click it, you just have to say yes and next. You just have to go to the folders. Since it's a .exe and not a zip, we just have to click it, double click, and then it will show the app. Oh, another one is running. We just have to look for it. Yes, this program worked correctly. And it will ask for something. You just have to accept the license agreement. You don't have to read this, but if you want to, you can read it. Next. Then here we can see uh, it will ask us where we put the location of the file. Since my Windows is full, we just put it in the data D, and then we'll name the file. Um, we'll just add a new file and name it VirtualBox. Then we just have to double click OK. Then next. Yes, yes. Next. And as you can see, it shows that it's ready to install, and we just have to click install, and then we have to wait. It won't take very long. It's just mabilis. Sorry for the lightings. The light is above me. The lightings is not very good. Oops, oops. So as you can see, it is done downloading. We just have to click finish, and then it's just gonna show this, and we just have to full screen it. So next is just here I will explain why, because as we can see here, we have the file. We can adjust our preferences, or we can manage the preferences, import and export appliance. We can see our tools like the home machines and the extensions we can use. Cloud. Oh gosh. You can see the cloud and the resources. Then we can check for all updates, new updates, and reset all warnings. If we press this quit button, it will close the app. Okay? And then next, we have here the machines. We have the new open. As we can see, the one in this machine ay nandito na din sa mga options natin sa baba. So, next is we have the help. If you want to get some help or reading for the VirtualBox website, help about the VirtualBox tracker, VirtualBox forums, and especially about the VirtualBox, you can click here on the help button. And here we we can create our Ubuntu server, which we can create. You just have to click new and the name of our file or our server, like VBox, and then VM folder where your one of file be located. uh, I'll choose data D again, of course. Oh no, here, and then ISO, like other, if you have an existing VirtualBox, and then our operating system, we can choose our operating system like Linux, Solaris, BSD, IBM, Mac. But for now, we will try the Microsoft Windows. Next, then we can adjust our base memory. But for me, I'll just have to keep it 1024 number of CPUs, like one. Disk size can adjust like just 2 GB, 2 GB. Next, finish. Then we have our operating system here, like in the Ubuntu. And next, when we click our VBox, we can see the settings here where we can adjust like the name of the OS. Especially here in general, we can adjust the base memory. Uh, I'll just adjust mine into 1400 MB or 1 GB and 24 or something. We can adjust it higher or lower. Then here on the display, memories, and you can adjust the number of the monitors. I'll just keep it on, I guess, to the max, or like 16 MB, like 16, and adjust it here. And then we have the storage. We can edit the audio, network, USB, and shared folders. And we click OK. See, as you can see here, it just adjusted. So next here, if you click our VBox or the Ubuntu server, we should have named it Ubuntu server. Uh, uh, then we click start. It will start the server. Then wait, it will show here powering VM up. Sheesh, you just have to wait. Then here, as we can see, it already run in the preview. So we can show it, and it will show full screen, standard English. Can edit, like, yeah. So the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to download the Ubuntu. So we just gotta have to search here the ubuntu.com, and then we're going to the page of the Ubuntu. Next we have to do is download Ubuntu, click server, and get Ubuntu server. Then as we can see here, it is 3 GB. To download this, click download. We just gotta have to wait for a very long time. As you can see here, it is downloading 3.1 GB, 27 minutes left, and it is 10:07 p.m. August 17. No AI, I'm talking. So I guess we gotta have to talk for 24 minutes. Talking to myself. Nah, I just have to pause it. So next naman po, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to create a new Ubuntu server. We're going to name it a new Ubuntu server, just like what we did before, and we just have to choose where the path and the ISO image. We just have to look for other, and then as we can see, we cannot see. uh, put here in the downloads, and then we're going to click the Ubuntu server that we have downloaded before, which is the 3 GB. Then open operating system. We just gotta have to change it to, oh wait, just going to have to change it to Microsoft, and then finish. So we have our Ubuntu server here. We're just going to change our settings again. So here we can see uh, our base memory, and then next here, we just have to adjust our memory like 2048, like 2 GB, and then 16 for the video memory, 16, then two number of monitors, and then we just have to click next, and then we just have to wait for the Ubuntu server to start. I know we don't have to wait actually. We have to double click this power button to start up the Ubuntu server, and then as we can see here, it is powering VM up. Sorry sir, medyo madilim dito. Yung ilaw kasi katapat ko eh. So the light dito lang siya. And yung camera ng laptop ko, it's very, yeah. So as you can see here, it's downloading. Then just have to click show. I know. And then as we can see here, it is starting to manual up. And then starting up. Try it or install Ubuntu server. Press enter. No. Then you can see try to download and press enter to boot. Yeah, we just have to wait. As you can see, it's taking a little bit long. And then right here, okay. And I'll just get back to you after it stopped. Then as we can see, after it loaded up, it's connecting and waiting for the cloud in it. And then we just have to choose the English, and then as we can see here, it'll ask us for the language section, and we just have to choose English and enter. And then done, we just have to choose done again. And network configuration done, and installing system. In this proxy configuration, we just have to click done again, and then done, and continue. And then here we just have to choose the VBox hard disk, and then done, and then done, and then continue. And here, as we can see, enter the username and password you will use to log in the system. You can configure SSH access on a later screen, but a password is still needed for the sudo. So here we have our preferred configuration. Kailangan lang po natin maglagay ng name and the name of the server, and we will choose a username, and we have to choose a password, and we have to confirm our password. Make sure that we don't forget our password. And then we'll just have to start with putting our name, like our first name. Um, enter the username. Oh wait, ayaw.
From the chat.
Ito. From here, we just have to put our name, which is our first real name. we can, and then the server name, which is, and then the server name, which is, we're just gonna put add. Okay, wait, add admin. We cannot choose uppercase here in the server's name. Then we just have to pick a username. Again, uppercase are not allowed, and 0 to 9, E to Z only. We'll choose Master Hacker 99. Then we just have to put our password, which is, and done. And then here we just have to click continue in the upgrade to Ubuntu Pro. Oh no, wait. We'll just have to skip continue, install processor, and then done. Oh wait. Here on featured server snaps, we just have to click again the done. Then we just have to wait for installing kernel. Then we just have to wait. Here, while we are installing this, we just have to wait for a very minimal time again. So we're just gonna post the recording and I'll get back to you when it's done. So as we can see here, after a very long time of waiting, we can see that the installation had been completed. So we just have to click reboot now, and then we're going to have to wait again. So it failed, another failed. Then please remove the installation medium, then press enter. We just have to press enter, and then we have to wait. Oh no, no waiting anymore. Why not? Coconut. So here, oh no, 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 no. I accidentally pressed it. Then we can see, oh, meron pa yan. See, we can see the local host. Sheesh. Sheesh. And then we'll just try to press enter, admin. So here we just have to put our admin logged in, which is the username, which master hack 99, and then as you can see here, we just have to put the username, and then we are here, and then so here I will going to teach you a simple commands that we can use on our VirtualBox using Ubuntu Server or vice versa. So if you want to remove all of these, like if you want to remove all of these, we just have to put clear. Wait, just have to type clear. See, it cleaned the system. And then if we type boo am I, it will, which is masterhack99. Yeah. And then if you type ID, it will show the user's ID and groups. So this is our UID, and then we if we want to if we want to show our system info, you just type uname minus a c Linux admin. Why Linux? Because I don't know. Uh, Clear again. We'll try host name. So if you type our host name, as you can see, we can see that the host name that we typed earlier was admin, and then show server host name. Yeah. So if we want to see our date today, like just the date. So August 17. Look at the time. Yeah. So next is if you want to see the IP addresses, you just have to type IPA, and then so next I'm gonna teach you is to how to power off our system. So we just have to type sudo sudo power off, and then it will ask for our password, which is Ace uh, Aeisly admin. So as you can see here, it is stopping the system, and then it will close the app. As you can see, it closed and powered off. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you po sir sa pagtuturo sa amin nito, and thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.